mynews.studio.
Jellyfish now outnumber cod in the North Sea. The question is, will Europe's new marine reserves help shift that balance?
Today is July 27th, 2025. Europe has just announced a major expansion of marine reserves. Why is this significant, and what's actually changed on the ground?
These reserves are part of a larger effort to protect vital marine habitats, revive fish populations, and support biodiversity. They're areas where commercial fishing, mining, and other extractive activities are banned or strictly limited. The hope is that these zones act like underwater national parks, giving ecosystems a chance to recover.
But do these reserves exist only on paper, or is there real enforcement? We've seen before that creating a reserve doesn't always mean it's truly protected.
That's a key concern. Enforcement is tough. Europe's combining surveillance tools, remotely operated vehicles for deep-sea monitoring, and drones for surface patrols. There's also international data sharing to catch illegal fishing. Still, not all regions have equal resources, and funding remains a sticking point.
So illegal fishing is still happening then?
In some places, yes. The new tech helps, but with limited staff and patchy policies across countries, it's hard to ensure full compliance. And there's pressure, political and economic, especially in areas where fishing is a key livelihood.
What about the fishers themselves? Are local communities being left out, or are they part of these changes?
It's a mix. In some cases, like Greece's Amorgorama project, fishers are directly involved in designing and managing restricted areas. The idea is to bring together local knowledge and scientific advice, so the community has a real stake in how things turn out. The challenge is balancing immediate needs with the long-term health of the sea.
Are there short-term economic incentives for fishers, or is it all about the bigger picture?
Both, actually. Some programs offer financial support or alternative income, especially when catches fall at first. The idea is, over time, healthier fish stocks will mean better yields, but that payoff isn't instant.
We're looking at Europe, but does this set an example for other parts of the world?
It does. Europe's ratified the UN High Seas Treaty and is pushing to protect 30% of the world's oceans by 2030. The European Ocean Pact is meant as a framework for combining conservation with sustainable development. Other countries are watching closely, and some are starting to adapt similar strategies.
But is it realistic to expect everyone to follow Europe's lead? Are there barriers elsewhere that Europe isn't facing?
There are real hurdles, differences in political will, funding, and enforcement capacity. Europe's approach shows that coordinated action is possible, but whether others can align on the same scale is still uncertain.
Oceans regulate climate, provide food, support millions of people. The stakes couldn't be higher.
Exactly. Losing species or exhausting fish stocks isn't just an environmental issue. It affects economies and food security. These new reserves will test whether we can protect nature while still using it, and if this template can work worldwide.
So to recap, Europe's expanding marine reserves. Enforcement is improving, but not perfect. Communities are getting more involved, and the rest of the world is watching to see if this can scale up.
What comes next will depend on consistent funding, enforcement, and international teamwork. Oceans can recover, but only if these protected areas become more than just lines on a map.
Thanks for tuning in as we explored what could be a major moment for global ocean protection.
Thank you for listening. This episode was brought to you by mynews.studio. Try it now for free.